Hey there, YouTube, Stealth Taco here with a brand new video. Today, I want to talk about something really weird that I think I've been noticing while playing online and stuff like that. And I just wanted to know what you guys think. So basically, this is a DICE kind of conspiracy thing. It's not an Illuminati conspiracy. It's not like DICE is secretly some kind of corporate overlord that's like, I don't know, doing shady stuff. But basically, what I noticed when I was playing online is they kind of have like a balancing system. I'm going to explain that in this video and provide some evidence. But basically what it is if you play a really good game, it suddenly starts, it like debuffs you kind of slowly. After you have good games, it starts to debuff you. Like, if you don't know what that means, it slowly starts to lower the amount of health you have or the amount of damage you do. And then if you keep playing well, even though those things are happening, it starts getting worse and worse until eventually your connection is affected and you can hardly play the game. And then same applies for the other way, where if you play really bad games a couple times in a row, it'll start to buff you, giving you a little more health, a little more damage, and whatnot. And I've had both of those situations happen where, say about 25% of the time, I'll be like, man, I'll feel like I'm being like cheated. I'll be like, wow, that really shouldn't have killed me. And then another 25% of the time, I'll be like, wow, that really shouldn't have killed that guy. That's a little crazy. And then, 50% of the time, it's just normal, and that's how I like playing. But, so let me get right into this video. Without further ado here, I'm sure you're not interested in looking at this any longer. So basically right here, I just had a couple really good games in a row, and I run into this bunker, and then I just start getting killed over and over again, actually 4 times in a row I believe it was, by the A280 in 2 bullets every single time. Like, I'm going to bring it into super slow-mo just to show it to you. So, I mean, I don't know. That seemed a little fishy to me. I mean, I just want to know what you guys think about it. That's why I'm putting this evidence in here. I mean, I think it's kind of... some things are a little iffy that happens in this game. And I'm just curious what the general public thinks. So, basically, it happens again right up here. And I'm going to put it in super slow-mo and show you guys what happens again.
The walker is exploded.
I don't know about you guys, but I've never gotten an E11 kill in 2 shots, even with 2 headshots in a row. And then in this next death that I have, it's a scattergun. It seemed a little far away for a 1-shot kill for me, but I mean, that one's debatable, so we'll move on. And then everything's fine and dandy. I died 4 times in a row. The other one that I died in was actually pretty fair. I died in, I think, 4 shots from the A280 at close range, so that's great. But this one, everything's fine and dandy until I get loot. Then my connection starts going bad for no reason. And, I'll fast forward here to where I duel with Darth, and I'll show you that. Also, I went on a pretty good streak, so I'm going to wait to post that streak in a highlight reel because it was pretty epic. But as soon as I start dueling at Darth, now I would have totally killed this guy if my connection wasn't bad, like 10 minutes ago, and I wouldn't have even come close to dying. Or I wouldn't have lost as much health as I did, considering I still beat him even though mine was so laggy. But it's like, come on, like, why does that happen just as soon as I come up against Darth? It makes no sense to me. Now this is a clip from the same match where I get killed by an infantry turret that doesn't even tell me it's locked onto me until I die. So as you can see, I played a pretty decent game, even though some unfortunate things happened with like the balancing system. But then the very next game, because if you play through the balancing system while it's debuffing you and you play well in any sort of way, then this happens.
Around assault units. Keep those traitors away from the uplings. What was I supposed to do?
understand if after watching that you're like, oh, you know, that's nothing to be worried about. But here, I get shot with a pulse cannon that misses, and it still does 15 damage to me, I think is what it is. And it's totally crazy. Because, like, even when I come that close to people as Nia Nub with the pulse cannon, doesn't give me that damage against enemies. Watch this. Now, I would argue here that my pulse cannon round is just as close, if not closer, than the one that did damage to me, and it still does no damage to the Emperor. And this kind of stuff happens, like, all the time. Even so, like, when I'm playing as Greedo, it'll just suddenly stop doing damage. Like, it registers hit markers, but it stops doing damage. Like this. Now you can see here that I'm on Greedo's second highest damage level, which does massive damage to heroes, and Han has hardly any health, and I shoot him another like 4 or 5 times, and the guy behind me ends up getting the kill. Next round, I become a shock trooper and go take on Han, and you'll see in a second I do like 50% damage to him, and it doesn't register any hero woundeds, and it doesn't let me kill him with a smart rocket when he has no health. It just gives me a hit marker. My mistake, the smart rocket one's on the second time I take him on, but I still did 54% damage to him and didn't get a single hero wounded. And then I come up again and he has like no health left, and I smart rocket him and just get a hit marker, even though it literally just nails him with it.
Direct hit. Now target those remaining.
So as you can see, I did 100% damage to Han and didn't get a single hero wounded. And right there, he has less than 20 health, and I shoot him with a smart rocket, and it hardly does any damage. It's absolutely crazy. This next clip is one where I'm facing off against Han as Greedo, and it just like my precision shot just doesn't work. And it works against Luke in like 5 seconds later, in like a totally weirder situation where it was much more likely to not work than it was right there.
Is my weapon.
While this game's in the course of debuffing you, it usually makes you take damage a lot easier, as evidenced by when I jump off this ledge. Normally when I run off the ledge, it doesn't kill me, but here I just die instantly. And that happened to me on Twilight on Hoth too, with that like hole that you land on the uplink with. As long as you don't jump before you go off the edge on this thing, it shouldn't kill you. But for some reason it just does. So hey, thanks for watching. You made it to the end of the rant or rage or whatever you want to call it. I want to know what you guys think about the whole thing. I included this clip. It's a little iffy. I can't really tell. It looks like I shoot Han a bunch of times and doesn't do anything to him. But I can't really tell. So anyway, thanks for watching. Seriously though, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whether you thought this video was good, bad, if I should make more like it, anything like that. Thanks for watching. This is Stealth Taco signing off.